Hi and welcome to South African Homesteader. Today I wanted to show you how I'm going to be doing my first attempt at planting out some ginger. What I have here is I have 3 pieces of ginger and I'm going to be cutting it in sections and then planting each of these sections. So let's get to it. So first I'm going to cut this ginger into pieces. And I'm just making sure that it's got some of these nodules on the ginger plant. This ginger's a bit old, so I don't know how it's going to do, but we're going to attempt it anyway and we will keep you updated. So I'm going to be cutting it into smaller sections. Okay, so I have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 pieces of ginger. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be preparing my soil with some compost, and I'm going to be planting it in an area where it gets enough sun, but it doesn't get the harsh afternoon sun. Because ginger does like heat, but it can get a bit scorched if the temperatures get over 30 degrees Celsius. So I'm gonna plant it in a sort of a corner where it gets the northerly sun, and as the sun drops it won't get that harsh afternoon sun. I'm also going to be planting it in some loose soil. So I'm going to be loosening up the soil and then adding in some compost, and then I'm just going to cover it, and it usually takes about 6 months, 6 to 9 months I think, before the plants are matured. So I will be keeping you updated as to how the ginger is doing. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be preparing this section here because it's nicely protected on 3 sides, but it gets the sun coming right over the top here. So I'm going to be preparing this section here for the ginger, and then in this corner here I will be planting my gooseberry. I've got 2 gooseberry plants, so I will be planting these 2 gooseberry plants on this side also, because the stems are a bit weak, so hopefully they will strengthen up on the side, protected from the wind. So I'm going to be loosening, digging a trench here for the ginger, and then I will be adding in some compost. I'll be adding compost and mixing it through. So I'll continue digging, and then I will mix in some compost and I'll be putting in my ginger. I will moisten it, but I won't, it must be, soil must be nice and loose, for drainage, because it doesn't like the roots to get too wet, but it also doesn't like it to be too dry. So as long as the soil is loose and has good drainage, it should do well. But like I said, because it's not fresh, this ginger is about 2 months old, I don't know how it's going to do, but we'll just feed it and hope for the best. Okay, so I'm gonna add in some of this Bio-Ocean fertilizer. It's a organic fertilizer. I'm going to be adding that into the bottom of the trench and mix it through the compost. So I'm just taking one of these little cups. This compost I got from one of my farmer neighbors who have sheep, and they have a milk cow, and other than that they throw all the peels of the vegetables, etc., goes into the compost, and then with that compost I'm then adding this Bio-Ocean organic fertilizer. Before I mix it in, I will put in some water. planting 4 in a row, 3 rows. This is approximately a foot apart. So I'm going to make a channel here so when I water it, the water doesn't run away. So while I was planting out my ginger, I have 2 gooseberry plants which I started a few months ago in Cape Town from seed, and they needed to be planted out, and I chose the spot for them also because of the wind and because it's got nice protection. So what I decided was just to plant them out here, this one and that one over there, and they should do well here because they are well protected from the wind and they can grow into nice strong plants now. So if you enjoyed today's video, then please give it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. To all our new subscribers, thank you. We really appreciate it. We are now a little bit over 200 subscribers, and we really appreciate it. So from me, Haria at South African Homesteader, until our next video.